paramam vyaktam avyaktat purushah paraha purushan param kinchit sakashta saparagatihi indriyebhyah paraha hyartaha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhi buddhiratma mahan paraha mahatah paramam avyaktam avyaktat purusha para purushan param kinchit sa kashta sa paragatihi. So how do you go beyond? Okay, how do you take yourself in right direction? Indriyebhyah para arthaha. See, what actually our direction of life depends on what we consider as important. What we give a priority in life. Indriyebhyah para arthaha. Sense organs are thinking what is important in life. Sense objects are important in life. Para means greater. Indriyebhyah, sense organs are think. The sense objects are greater. So indriya, sense organs are driving towards the sense objects. What is important in life, you go towards that. Right? So that's why you have to understand what is important in life. What is important? What gives you happiness and bliss? Okay. So if you consider your sense organs are more important, experience sense objects, if you consider sense objects as more important, your sense organs move towards that. Okay. So then you are involved in sense gratification. I want this, I want that. This sense gratification will never give the eternal happiness. And whatever happiness you get is temporary and short-lived. And always unhappiness follows happiness. And addiction follows. Okay. So you have to understand what is more important. What is more important than sense organs? Manaha, mind. Sense objects. What is more important than sense objects? Mind. Sense organs are driven by sense objects. They should be driven by the mind. Right? The mind here is manaha. Manaha means like and dislikes. Like and dislikes. And impressions. Manaha, mind, is greater than the sense objects. Okay? The mind should tame the mind is nothing but reins. The mind should be able to rein the sense objects, sense organs. Sense organs are running towards the sense objects. The mind should rein it. Correct? How the mind will rein it? Mind has vasanas and samskaras. Mind is full of impressions, vasanas and samskaras. Okay. So, it is important that you bring in right vasana and samskara in the mind. That's where you comes into picture. Mind, the intellect is greater than the mind. Manasastu para buddhihi. The buddhi or the intellect is greater than the mind. From the higher, you have to tame the lower. From the higher, you have to control the lower. The intellect should be able to control the mind. Intellect should hold the mind. I have diabetes. The moment I see sweet, sense organs are running towards that. The intellect says, no, 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 don't eat. Doctor has told, don't eat sugar. But vasanas are there. Mind is just full of vasanas. I have to eat sugar. So finally the intellect should gain mastery over the mind. That's the whole idea. Now the sense objects are controlling you. Okay. Intellect should use the discrimination. What is right, what is wrong. Which direction passenger has to go. If you are going in the direction where sense objects are pulling you, then you are on the path of praise. Okay? If you are driven by the buddhi, and buddhi is driven by the wisdom, just like ordinary buddhi will not do. Buddhi has to be driven by wisdom. It has to be driven by Sri Krishna Paramatma, Bhagavad Gita. Then your chariot will go in the right direction. Just having a driver is not sufficient. The driver should be intelligent enough. So the intelligence comes from viveka, discrimination. And discrimination comes from the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, teaching of Upanishads. Otherwise people are very intelligent people are there. Okay? There are so many intelligent people who don't have the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Wisdom of Upanishad is not there. Their life is going as the horse is driving them. Horse is taking them. So,
intellect is influenced by ego.
The ego is the mind, the manas. The manas here, the reins. The reins which is represents here, this manas. Manas is full of impressions. I am so and so and all. That is pulling that is taking the intellect.
So intellect is not powerful then?
Intellect is weak, no? No, intellect is in the positionally he is more powerful, but it's weak because everything is getting driven by what is the lower. The horses are moving because of the sense objects. And normally horses should be controlled by the reins. The horses are moving towards the sense objects. Okay, reins are supposed to control it. Reins are not controlling it because reins, there's an ego sense. Vasanas and impressions are there. Okay? The driver, the intellect is supposed to control the horses through reins. He has no control because the mind is uncontrolled. Okay? And the driver himself has no wisdom. The intellect itself doesn't know where to go. In the normal people. So wherever these horses sense organs are going, it's going. It's actually, instead of a head wagging the tail is wagging the head. They are actually higher and higher level functions. But the higher level functions are not becoming effective because of the pull from the lower. Because of the pull from prayers, the shreyas is not happening in your life.
So intellect cannot say right and wrong. What is right and wrong?
Intellect decides right and wrong based on the mind and sense organs.
That's corrupted. It's corrupted.
It is corrupted. The intellect has to get the wisdom. That wisdom in Bhagavad Gita is shown that driver, who is representing intellect, is nothing but Sri Krishna Paramatma. Sri Krishna Paramatma means the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Sri Krishna Paramatma means wisdom of Upanishad. So that wisdom is there in the intellect. The driver will take control of your chariot and will take you in the right direction. Very clear? So then the passenger will reach a destination. So now, manasastu para buddhi. The intellect is higher than the buddhi. But the mind is driving the intellect. Instead of intellect driving the mind is driving the intellect. Okay? Buddhir atma mahan parha. So greater than the intellect is the jiva. Jiva means the reflected consciousness, chidabhasa. Okay? Chidabhasa also is getting driven by the sense organs now. Sense organs, sense objects. The driver has to decide where he has to go. The passenger has to decide where he has to go. The passenger doesn't know. He is helplessly drifting. You also see some greenery there, they run. And the mind says, this is like, I like this, it goes that way. The intellect can't understand what is right and wrong. The passenger is confused. That's exactly what is represented in Bhagavad Gita. The symbolism of Bhagavad Gita. Instead of head wagging the tail, tail is wagging the head. That's what is life. And that's what is called samsara. You don't know exactly what you want in life. That intellect is corrupted. Or intellect is helpless. So you have to understand what is the higher function. The higher function, the sense objects are lower functions, sense organs are higher functions. Sense organs are, mind is the higher function than sense organ, intellect is higher function than sense organ, and the passenger should say where I have to go. So now everybody is in a state of total confusion. Everywhere horses are running helter skelter. Then you want peace in life. It's a war, my dear. You are standing in the war field and you want a peace. Where is it possible? So this is a symbolism comes in Kathopanishad and Bhagavad Gita, both places. But in Bhagavad Gita, the proper driver is placed, Arjuna, Sri Krishna. Okay, Arjuna represents the Jiva. Whereas here, the driver has not yet come. The Upanishad is saying, okay, you bring the right hand driver.